Everyone, today we are going to review some phishing links, and I'm also going to tell you how dumb hackers are and how clever hackers are. Right, so let's start with the example of the dumb. Before starting, here is a quick disclaimer. This video is only for educational purpose. Don't misuse this knowledge. If you are going to misuse, then I'll be not responsible. The video is meant for educating you how phishing attacks are conducted so that you can protect yourself. Right, continue. So I have one phishing link right here, which is instagram-com-varsal.app. It is a standard login page of the Instagram. I know few things are missing, but let's consider that it is the standard login page of the Instagram. So once I enter something here, let's say I'm entering some random username, if I entering some random password right here, and if I click on the login right here, nothing happens. No, you are wrong. What you need to do is you need to click on the inspect element and monitor the network section right here, and then click on the login. So can you see there is a one method or request is going, which is send message. So if I click on that request, can you see it is sending to the api.telegram.org, and it has some bot ID and bot token and send message. If I go into the payload, you will find that there is a text in which we have our credential, that is the password right here, and that is the email right here. Okay, so that means they are stealing our credential. But how dumb they are, because the guy is basically leaking the bot token in the URL itself. So this is the bot token, which is really sensitive. Everything else is hard coded. How dumb the hacker can be. This is the bot token of the basically attacker. And if I go into the payload section, you will find the chat ID. So this is the chat ID of the attacker. Now, if you just copy this particular chat ID and if you go into the Telegram app and if you search there, you will find the attacker's account. How dumb. Okay, and not only that, hence it is leaking the bot token. This bot token can be used from everywhere. Anyone can use Telegram bot token to send message to anyone, right? So how dumb these particular hackers are. So this is the dumbest example I have ever seen. Not only that, if you right click on this screen and if you click on the view page source, obviously it is reporting as a dangerous site because I have took this particular website from the phishing tag right here, and it is already reported. So that's why it is listed on the phishing tag, right? But anyway, let's click on the advanced and let's click on the unsafe site, right? And here you will find the link where the CSS code is basically encoded into the base 64. Okay, great. Then again, image is also base 64. Great. If I go into the bottom, I need to find the basically script. So can you see there is a one script which is integrated, which is script.js. So let me click on the script.js, and again I will say unsafe site, and can you see the whole JavaScript code is plain text, right? And here it is basically grabbing the username, then password, and here is the Telegram bot token, and this is the chat ID of the attacker, and the API of the Telegram, and whatever the information that he needs to be sending, right? So this is the dumbest example. Let's move to the one clever example. Okay, so this is the clever example. I know that this is not updated Facebook page, but it is a really clever example. Let me show you. So what you need to do is you need to click on the inspect element, and here if I refresh this particular page, and again it will show the dangerous site, but let's click on the safe, and let's enter any random username and any random password and click on the initiate the login request, right? What it doing is it is basically stealing the credential, and then it is redirecting user to the Facebook page. Can you see it is redirecting user to the Facebook page? So let's go back and let's copy this particular URL and use burp this time. Okay, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the burp proxy basically to check the traffic of the link or traffic of the website. And now I have my burp open right here. Let me click on the proxy and click on the open browser. And in this particular browser, we are going to use that particular link. And once it is done, then it is redirecting to the original page of the Facebook, right? Great. Now there is one more link that I found slightly clever, which is this one. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me click on the inspect element and open the network section so that way I can monitor everything. And let me enter the email here. So I will say mail.com and I will enter any random password right here and click on the login. can you see it is loading right here and then saying this email address and password, whatever it is. Okay, but in the background, what exactly is happening is, if I click right here, can you see it is basically sending into the backend. Okay, so this time it is not using any Telegram. This time now it is not using any hard coded stuff. It is just sending to the exactly same backend where I think he is handling the everything about the saving the credential, sending the credential in the backend. This way he is not exposing anything. But what he is exposing is his IP address. He is not using the proxy. So if I just try to reverse search the IP address, then I can find his cloud and so his pages, right? So yeah, this is slightly clever, but not too much clever. Now here is the final example. This is one more link. This is using really smart way, but it's not entirely smart. Let me show you how. Okay, so once I refresh the page, I get the entered login and credential. So before that, let me just open the inspect element and here enter the email ID and password right here. So once I click on the login, you will see nothing is happening, but okay, so you will see the pop-up is there and it is saying the invalid credentials and all. But if you go to the network session, you don't find anything suspicious as there is a no HTTP request going. But if you will see closely, then you will find that there is a WebSocket is running. Okay, so if you click on the messages, you will find the communication of the WebSocket, what is happening, okay, from the server to the client, right? So let me expand and here you will find in the communication, there is a username. This is my username. And then there is my password. This is my password that I have entered. So it is getting sent through using WebSockets, right? So yeah, also, there are some hackers which are really smart. They are using evil Genix because evil Genix is one step further of this, right? They are using evil Genix to basically mimic exactly website behavior and capture the session plus credentials, right? So yeah, these are the ways attackers are using. These are the ways hackers are using to phish people. So make sure that you educate yourself. You know how to check those links and basically don't fall for the phishing traps, right? Yeah, that's all for this particular video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next.